Greetings, acolytes of this force. Welcome back, Dark Side Jedi. And welcome back. I have been expecting you. Today, we are going to be immersing ourselves in the mysterious and underrated Sith Lord, known to the wider galaxy as Darth Malak. Our story picks off right after the culmination of the Mandalorian Wars, where Revan and Malak are now traversing into the unknown regions to the Sith Empire capital and the Imperial city of Dromund Kaas. On this planet, they hope to encounter the Sith Empire and the Sith Emperor, which has been remaining in hiding for centuries. They do this due to the fact that Mandalore the Ultimate, the leader of the Mandalorian Neo-Crusaders that Revan had just defeated in single combat merely hours prior, had recently disclosed that they were manipulated into fighting the Jedi by the Sith, and never actually acted of their own will. During their mission to the unknown regions, Revan and Malak encountered the Sith Empire on the Imperial capital of Dromund Kaas and learned of the Dark Lord of the Sith, known only as the Sith Emperor, that led it. While there, the two Jedi posed as mercenaries for months, attempting to learn anything and everything about him. They found out the Emperor was raiding a legion to invade the Republic, and eventually located a member of the Imperial Guard who agreed to sneak them into the Imperial Citadel. However, they were unaware of the Imperial Guard's bond to the Emperor's will, and were instead led into a trap. Revan and Malak attempted to fight the Emperor, but were overwhelmed by his unimaginable power. He shattered their will, twisted and warped their minds, and granted them the Darth title, and sent them back to act as the vanguard of his invasion, and report back on all the resistance of the Jedi and Republic was crushed. The mission was to recover the Rakatan star maps and locate the Star Forge, an ancient Rakatan superweapon that predated any Jedi or Sith. He intended to use the Star Forge to accelerate the construction of his Sith Armada, which enabled the Sith to defeat the Jedi and the Republic centuries ahead of schedule. However, the Emperor underestimated the power and strength of their will and mind. Revan and Malak believed they were acting of their own accord, and in doing so, were able to block and inadvertently disperse their memories of the Sith and the Emperor. Revan and Malak located the 3 additional star maps on the desert world Tatooine, the Stel'Kath's oceanic world Marnan, and the ancient Sith tomb world Korriban. Examining all 5 star maps they now possessed, Revan and Malak eventually discovered and traveled to the previously unexplored Rakata system, where the Star Forge was located, orbiting the system star Abo. Upon their arrival, the pair crashed on Rakata Prime as a result of a disruptor field which was protecting the Star Forge from any external threats. Shortly thereafter, they were attacked by the primitive Black Rakata, who attempted to take them as their prisoner, but after the two Sith Lords displayed their tyrannical and oppressive force powers, the natives quickly cowered into submission. Though Revan initially negotiated with the leader of the Black Rakata, it soon became apparent that none among the Black Rakata had relevant information pertaining to the Star Forge. Revan then deduced it would be of greater strategy and tactic to win the favor of the Elders, a Rakatan tribe that the Black Rakata was at war with. Unlike their violent introduction to the Black Rakata, Revan and Malak approached the Elders in peace, learning much from them about the Rakata, their old empire, and the disruptor field that had caused the two Sith Lords to crash on Rakata Prime. Becoming increasingly aware of the abhorrence of the Elders held for their species' violent path, Revan and Malak styled themselves as servants of the light side of the Force and Jedi that were searching for a way to decimate the Star Forge and turn the galaxy back into an era of peace. After Revan and Malak gained the Elders' trust, the Elders gave the Sith access to the Temple of the Ancients, which enabled Revan and Malak to disable the disruptor field and to reach the Star Forge. Thanking the Elders, the two Sith Lords promised to decimate the Star Forge in return. After finding the Star Forge, Revan and Malak began to have visions of their own Sith Empire, blocking out even further the one that they had seen on Dromund Kaas that was being constructed by Vitiate. Revan took lead of the Star Forge and declared himself the new Dark Lord of the Sith, with Malak begrudgingly taking on the role of Sith Apprentice unwillingly. In 3959 BBY, the pair founded a new Sith Empire and returned to Korriban, seizing control of the planet and re-establishing the Sith Academy there. Revan and Malak then returned to known Republic space at the head of a massive invasion fleet comprised of Jedi Knights and Republic soldiers that were veterans of the Mandalorian Wars, openly revealing themselves as Sith Lords. The pair and their followers declared war on the Republic and the Jedi Council. This marked the beginning of a planned 20-year campaign to end the tyranny of the Jedi Order and Council once and for all, initiating the Jedi Civil War, at one point under Revan's tutelage. Malak openly viewed his master as being soft, causing tension between the two that culminated in a lightsaber duel. Revan, in the end, was victorious due to his superior knowledge and removed Malik's jaw with a lightsaber strike, with Malik forcing to wear a large metal prosthetic to cover over where his jaw had once been, a vocabulary imbued into his lungs and throat that allowed Malik to talk, but his voice now reverberated with a gruff electronic tone that was also reminiscent of Darth Vader, who would emerge in eons later. In my personal opinion, as the topic of today's video is, Revan showed this power to Malik and decapitated his jaw for the pure reason of showing and expressing his immense dark side power, showing Malik that if Malik was to doubt he was being soft and was to criticize his methods, he would meet a far worse fate. Well, my friends, what did you think of this video of the brutal way that Darth Malik lost his jaw and why this Sith Lord was never the same? Darth Malik is one of my favourite characters in all of Legends and is a truly underrated Sith Lord, largely overshadowed by the vast visage of Revan, his best friend and comrade, who is one of the most popular Star Wars characters in all of history. Goodbye, my friends. This is where we part ways, and I'll see you in a galaxy, exploring the Starforge, communing with the Rakatan elders, far, far away.